could see our rocking chair rocking back and forth by itself. Note, no windows or doors were open in the house, no air conditioning was on, and the rocking chair just stopped abruptly. So I was in complete utter terror, but my mom, she wanted to take pictures of me sitting in that rocking chair that day, so I was like, why not, like, stress over it, just like ignore it, it's not a big deal, it was nothing, you're making things up in your head. So later that day, I sat in that rocking chair. My mom took a photo of me, and when the film developed in that photo, there was a noose around my neck. And we were absolutely horrified. We couldn't believe our eyes, we just couldn't believe it. So, later to find out, the realtor who sold us our home, she didn't disclose that a man had died in our hallway. So, yeah, that was...
How old were you?
I was about 10 years old. So, yeah. I mean, I love all things paranormal, but like, when it actually happens to you, it's just so freaking scary. You're used to seeing it on movies and on TV shows, but in real life, it's pretty serious and it's horrifying.
That's crazy. Now we're going to take some audience questions. Who do we have? You guys have some people that had some questions? No? Here we go. Right here.
This is questions for Kilameke. You got to stand up so people can see. Regarding your attire and your lava, how does that? How do you think of that personally and culturally? How does that? How does yeah, and your attire that you have.
Okay. The shirt is because out of respect, I'm in America. Otherwise, I would be running around half naked. The lava is because it replaced the woven mats we used to use, kind of like the equivalent to a kilt. But this can also be doubled up as a blanket and a tablecloth. It's the Swiss Army knife of dresses. But this is my normal attire, wherever I'm at, even when I'm on the plane. I just got here an hour or hour and a half ago off the flights coming in from the island. This also is extremely easy through TSA. But most islanders, especially from the Samoan Islands, wear what I wear. In all aspects of life there, this is the easiest way for us to get around. What I'm wearing is casual compared to what I would be wearing if it was formal. The attire would be different. It would have pockets. But with all of the things that we do in daily life, this is what we normally wear. Like Batman, this is my utility belt. Flashlight, extra flashlight, wallet. The only thing I'm missing is my bush knife because we can't carry a 17-inch blade. But yeah, this is traditional wear for us, and it's not. I'm not wearing a costume. This is. If I'm wearing a costume, I'm wearing pants. But again, I just wanted to thank you for the question, as well as thanking everyone for being here to listen to us as a panel and to listen about our introduction into what we are trying to introduce to the world as not only on a university level, but on a family level with all the different experiences that we have that we bring to the table that can somehow relate to each one of you in some way. And that's what we're trying to do with what we're doing, is not only come out there and educate and entertain, but to bring you in as family. Thank you.
challenges for the project?
Besides COVID, the pandemic, so it's been a long journey. One to again bring all the pieces together. As a producer, it's like what do they say? It's like as simple as riding a bike, but that bike is on fire, and so is everything else. It's like herding cats that are on fire these days. You got to get the distribution, you got to get the talent, the actors, you got to get the money to finance everything. It's been a long, hard journey. You've got to be able to have, and now we're in a place where we finally have all those things that have come together, and a perfect storm to be able to do that. But you've got to be passionate about stuff and it happens to be something we're really passionate about. But I think what's made it most fun is not only it's a fun IP, it's a fun project. It's so fun to work with the people. And when you work with people, you care about the inevitable obstacles that you face whenever you work on any project. Become that much easier to handle when you're working with people you care about.
I mean, and obviously, making a film of this size, working with an actor who's going to be inside a suit, it's going to be an amazingly wonderful challenge. But yes, I can't even imagine the things that you guys are going to have to do.
We use practical effects. Not that CGI stuff, practical.
Yeah, practical.
Great question.
All right, so let's talk about your booth that you have here at Fandom Invasion for a minute. You guys have something you're giving away called Augmented Reality Merge Cubes, which you're giving away for free in your booth. Talk about what those are and whatever else you might have. I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on in your booth.
Yeah, we have one here. It's called a Merge Cube. It's made by Microsoft, and they're a sponsor of the Supernatural University Merge Cube. It's an augmented reality cube, so you download the Merge Explorer app. It's on the App Store, Play Store, and you can see our creatures that are in our movie. You can see a bunch of other educational stuff on the platform using augmented reality. Hold your phone up with your camera, and it will scan the cube. You can move it around and hold this and look around, and it's really cool. All you have to do is get your email or phone number, and we'll give you one today for free.
Did everybody get a Merge Cube?
Not yet.
They're so
Get it?
Be prepared for a rush of people at your table immediately following this panel.
Merge Cube.
What other stuff? I saw you had some kind of creature, like statues or something, and you have a video playing on a TV. What other stuff do you have here at your booth? Whoever wants to answer that.
Oh man, this is. So there's a bunch of stuff, and I don't mean to take up everybody's time, but if you're start following us on the social medias, everybody here is going to be able to get first access to all the fun things we're doing, from the university to the movies to the TV shows. I mean, there's a whole litany of things, but some of the stuff at the table, we're basically we're doing some raffle stuff and prizes right after this panel. So.
Awesome. So I'm almost out of questions, and we have like 10, 15 more minutes if there's going to be more audience questions. I had one more off the top of my head right now. I know you can't really give away too much because this is in such early stages, but kind of where are you at overall right now with this project, and when, like this is kind of the first time you guys have ever really come out in public and said much of anything about it, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Where are you at with overall with the project, and when can we expect to see more from you guys?
That's a great question.
Well, so we are, as of now, in pre-production. We are fully in pre-production, and we will be shooting within the next few months. So it's very exciting. Yeah.
And you've got a number of there's shows and movies. Like, are you starting with just the one movie with Lincoln?
Yes, and
focused on that.
we'll release those, obviously kind of one after the other, hopefully rapidly. But in our industry, this film is probably going to take us a year to make, in terms of getting everything going, getting it together. So hopefully we'll do all those, but at the same time, everything's going to be ready to go,
It's one of the hard things that most people don't understand unless you're in the film industry is that, again, bringing all together all the pieces. I mean, we have the IP, these incredible scripts, even fans, and the money. But the funny thing is when you're trying to find the perfect actors, it's about their availabilities, and so sometimes you push off a little bit. Wait a couple weeks or maybe a couple months because you want it at the right time, and then there's certain windows, depending on where we're shooting. We don't want to film stuff like in hurricane season in certain parts of the world, like we don't want to film in the snow and in the middle of winter. So there's all those different factors, but I don't know if that helps answer your question. But right now where we're at is we're basically ready to pull the trigger pending basically casting. I think that's pretty much all we can say. That's how we're finalizing those details for availability, and then we'll pull the trigger.
I just want to draw attention to the giant smile on Nella's face. She's seriously geeking out. You look so happy talking about all of this. I really love seeing people that are passionate about what they do, especially when it comes to like movies and shows.
It's amazing.
I think it's like the coolest job in the world to like make movies and TV shows.
Every day.
So I wanted to ask you, since you had mentioned how much you liked creature films and stuff, have you like designed the creature? Did you have a hand in design? Like what? I know you can't tell us much, but you really seem to geek out over creatures and monsters and that kind of stuff.
Everything they send me, I get very excited about. It's so hard to. Yeah, the creature is going to be amazing, and we've been talking a lot about. I really want. Can I say this? I don't know.
Well, we'll get to be
Everybody come and join the party.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So these like early inspiration.
Yeah.
There's and Nella's involved in so many different aspects. But again, our creature manufacturers, the practical effects team. Like there's so many different people that are in on what you have to work with within the budget. Maybe this is the producer talking to me, right? That we have to do things within a budget, but we want to make it like the best that we can. Just like like she said, all the movies we grew up on with like practical effects, those were always the funnest. And so we're trying to bring that stuff back rather than relying too much on VFX.
I will say that we have an Academy Award-winning practical effects company, which we can't disclose now.
Just follow along, you'll be the
I'll
first to
say
know.
every single person in this room knows the things they've done.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
Well, if we all leave this room half as excited about this as Nella is, I think we've done our job here today. So.
It's probably one of the reasons I got hired.
Do we have any more audience questions? I don't want to cut off anybody who has a question in the audience. Anybody else? Just raise your hand.
I guess we want to go back to the table and
Everyone's good. Is there anything else that our panelists want to say today that we haven't covered already? I want to make sure you guys are happy.
just the Supernatural University honestly is for everybody. There's something fun for everybody, and I think everybody has something to bring to it.
Yeah.
I think that's the fun thing. It's a fun gathering place, an exchange of fun ideas, and exploring the unexplained.
Yeah, and follow us so you can be up to date.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, everybody run. Don't walk over to the Supernatural University booth. Get those merge cubes and sign